Okay, we're trying again now. So the second way that Hashem conducts the world is Hahanhoga Ha'alteva'it, the way of acting which is above the natural way of things. Shelefiha Mishana Habari Lefa'amim as Chukei Hateva, that sometimes Hashem changes at times at Chukei Hateva, the rules of the nature, the rules of the nature, Bi'orech Mufla, in a way which is wondrous, V'hu Megale Nisim, and he reveals miracles. Hashem reveals sometimes miracles above the natural order. Bi'eis Sheya'aleh Ritzon Melafonov, and the time when he desires to do so, when he desires to do something which is not the natural order of things, he can change the nature to make a nace. When it's Sheya'aleh Ritzon Melafonov, when it goes upon his desire, when he wants to make a nace. Hodos Levnei Ha'adam. This is in thanks to the people, Ha'osim Atzmam, that conduct themselves, that make themselves Ru'uyim Lakach, fit for this. In other words, somebody that conducts themselves in a very good way, he or she is a tzaddik or a tzaddikes. So he or she makes themselves worthy for a miracle. Al yedei ma'asehem atovim, through their good actions. Hanhogazu karuya yachin. Hanhogazu, this way of conducting the world by Hashem, is called yachin. Mishum shehi totzo shel ritzon miyuchad leshinui hateva, because this is flowing outward from the ritzon, the will of a particular will of Hashem, l'shinoi hateva, that he would want to change the natural order of things, hamischadesh l'ma'ala, which is something that is made new from above. In other words, he decides to make a nace, something which is above the natural order of things, for the favor, to repay this person that was doing good things. Lefi ha'achana v'hama'asim shel habarios lemata. Lefi ha'achana, so that's why it's called yachin. Lefi ha'achana, from the preparation. Yachin is preparation. Ha'achana, the preparation, v'hamasim, and the works, the ways they do things, Shel habarios lemata, of the way that the brios, the people do things in the earthly sphere. So if they do things the way that Hashem feels they should be done, so Hashem may decide to make a nace for the favor of the people that do things the right way, that according to the Torah. So that's called yachin, because it's something that has to really be prepared. Hahanhaga hataviis hitkina mityacheses leumat hahanhaga ho'alteva'is. Oh, that's somebody's doing some drilling, it sounds like. Hahanhaga hataveit, so the way which is natural, hitkina mityacheset li'umat hahanhaga ha'altaveit. So the way which is natural of that Hashem rules the world, it was fixed, mityacheset. It's in relation, the Umas Sahanhogo, it's like contrasting. It's like the Umas, it's against Sahanhogo Ha'alta voice, which the way of Hashem doing it, which is above natural, the miraculous way. 1 minute, 1 moment. Hamufla'ah, which is wondrous. Kismol leumas yomin, like left against right. Lefika choya ha'amod yachin miyamin, v'ha'amod boaz mismol. So therefore, the pillar calling yachin means when Hashem wants to do things the above natural, the supernatural way, the miraculous way, that is called yachin. That's preparation. That's because the people did conducted themselves in the earthly sphere like the way that is pleasing to Hashem. So Hashem, when it comes to he wants to, he can make a miracle for them. Miyamin. This is miyamin, from the right. Viha amod boaz mismol, and the pillar which is called Boaz, which is the normal way of the natural order of things, that is mismol. So that was Boaz was the pillar that was facing on the left side, and Yachin was the right side. This is the Malbim. The Malbim learned this. Oh, this is something we learned in the English the other day. Chachamenu Amru. So in other words, we're talking about still that it says here, Vayokom es ha'omod hayamini vayikro es shemo Yachin. Shlomo HaMelech, when he set up the Beis HaMikdash, he set up the right pillar, and he called it Yachin. Vayokom es ha'omod hashmoli, and when he set up the left pillar, vayikro es shemo, he called its name Boaz. So let's see what's said about this now, what's learned about this. Chachamenu Amru, the Chachamim learned, the Rabbanan learned, Yitzro Shaladam Mischadesh Alav Bechol Yom. The Yetzer Hara of a person, the evil inclination of a person, is renewed every day. Bechol Yom V'ilmalei HaKadosh Baruch Hu Ozro Lo Yochol Lo. If not for the help that Hashem gives a person to overcome it, he would not be able to overcome it. Baram, however, a Mosai Ozrim Lo La'adam, when is the time when Hashem gives help to the person? Rak kishehu meichin atzmo linahel me'avak zeh neged ha'yetzer hara. When a person meichin atzmo, when he prepares himself, linahel linahel means to conduct himself. Me'avak zeh neged ha'yetzer hara. Neged ha'yetzer hara. He prepares ways for him to deal with the Yetzer Hara, with the evil inclination. Shekain rak kabbalah tahir misayin oso. So, in other words, it's in that vein of Habbalah tahir, somebody that goes to letahir means to purify oneself, to purify himself or herself. Misayin oso. So he is helped. He is helped by Hashem. Somebody that decides to learn every day, to daven every day, and he makes an effort to do it. So Hashem goes and he helps him do it. So that's called Habbalah Tahir Mesayin. So somebody that goes to try to purify oneself, Mesayin. So he gets help from Hashem to do the right thing. But if he himself does not do anything, if he himself does not do anything, then he can't go and expect Hashem to do things for him. In other words, one has to make the hishtadlus. He has to make the effort to do the right thing himself or herself. So one should try to do things the right way, and mekivan sheyachin sheha'odam meichin atzmo mitoch ritzon v'she'ifa lehiskaber al kochos hara shebo. So since sheyachin, the person is preparing oneself, making oneself prepared, sheha'odam meichin atzmo, the person prepares himself mitoch ritzon v'she'ifa, from his will and his desire to do things in the right way, lehiskaber al kochos hara, to be stronger than the evil inclinations shebo that are in him. Azai boaz, then boaz, then that means oz, help, like Ezra is help. Boaz, then Hashem puts in him help, puts Ezra inside of him, because he himself is Yachin, he's doing the right thing, he's preparing himself. Azai Boaz, Nosnim Bo, it's put inside of him, Min HaShamayim, from heaven, Oz. Oz is strength. Oh, Hashem gives him strength. V'yatzma l'nahel et ha'ma'avek hazeh ad l'nitzachon. So Hashem gives him Oz, strength, v'yatzma, and strength and stolz, they say, to stand up and do the right thing, le'nahel et ha'mehavek, to conduct ha'mehavek is the fight, hazeh ad l'nitzachon, like when Yaakov Avinu was fighting with the angel, it was ma'avek. He was fighting with him. So in other words, when one is preparing himself, when one prepares himself and says he or she is going to do the right thing, that's Yachin. So then Boaz, then Hashem puts inside that person Oz, strength, from heaven, from Shamayim, Oz, V'yatzma, and stolz, and good, strongness, strength, l'nahel et ha'ma'avek hazeh, to conduct this battle, hazeh ad l'nitzachon, until he goes to victory. This is Harab Chidah, Harab Chaim Yosef David Azulai, Zichron al-Bracha. That's Reb Chaim Yosef David Azulai, Zichron al-Bracha. So that's what we can learn from Yachin and Boaz. That's Shlomo HaMelech. He went and he put two pillars in front of the Beis HaMikdash. One was called Yachin and one was called Boaz. Yachin means he prepares himself to do the right thing, and then he gets help from Hashem. Boaz, that Boaz, Hashem puts strength in him. Yashikayach, thank you. Hatzlacha in all your the Maisim Tovim. Thank you very much. Shikayach, Kol Tov.